So here we are sitting on the Boulevard of the Allies, coming from town off of Grant Street, and we're just sitting here. Now I don't know if you could see this, but where we're going is to the Parkway East, and the traffic seems to be moving pretty good down there. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not. See it down there in between the trees. So whatever happened, happened up here on that on-ramp off the Boulevard of the Allies. I'm trying to drive a little slower because I think with my little weird brain, I won't spend as much on gas. Or if I drive slower, I won't spend that much on gas. But the lane over here, this lane was booking on past us. So this lane over here slowed down. And, so did I. I'm like, I'll save a little gas over the last couple of weeks. Hey, Kemp. So this lane over here was booking, so I should have changed lanes, but they eventually slowed down too. So whatever's going on, if I were you, I wouldn't get on the Boulevard of the Allies from Grant Street. I'm trying to think if I had went to the Parkway East from Grant Street, it would have let me off down there. But the problem with that is, when you are on that ramp, you have to merge. And sometimes you can see them jokers, and sometimes you can't. So I've been taking the Boulevard of the Allies ramp, instead of getting on at the Monroeville exit off of Grant Street. So, we'll see how it's going to go. I didn't have anything planned to say, except for I heard Vladimir explain to the United States citizens and other people, for example, Russia, according to Putin, only imports or exports 3% of our oil and gas. So, hey, James. So, for the gas prices to be so high, he feels that the citizens of the United States are being taken advantage of. So, for example, I got I was using 89 because my carburetor needs to get blowed out or something. Okay, so we're moving again. I'll see if there's a car broken down up here somewhere. No, I don't see anything. I don't know what could have happened. Maybe a car stalled or something, and they probably were able to get it running again. Ask me how I know about that scenario. Oh, come on. Okay, so Vladimir is saying that we're being taken advantage of, and our leaders are trying to blame his war for our increased prices and stuff like that there. So I don't know how many of you are paying attention, but most of the truckers are participating in some kind of protest. Like, for example, they just had one in Washington, D.C., this is not really a good time for truckers, because Vladimir Putin's army is getting stuck in the mud. If you're following it, if you're following that story, you know that they have a 40-mile convoy of Russian troops and tanks and jeeps and whatever heading to Kiev, which is the main city for Ukraine or something like that, the capital of Ukraine or something. And this is their second time I'm getting stalled, trying to get to the capital. So I guess the thing to do is you can call your local representative and ask him to get to the bottom of it. Your local representative, if you're not like protesting or something, and if you're not calling them out of their name for a bad decision that they made. So contact your representative and let them know that you feel that our gas prices and stuff are going up, and it's unbearable because of either the trucker strike, or you know how to talk to those kind of people, and see if you can get them moving on something. I called my state representative once, and I can't remember what for, but it went well for me after that. Keeping in mind, I don't vote. I believe that the last one I voted for was, what was that black president's name? Barack Obama. I think he was the last one I voted for, and I may have voted for him twice. So I identified myself as a constituent, and it went well for me. So give them a chance. If you don't say nothing, then they say that you agree. Gas is $4.29 a gallon, and that's for regular. So, like I said, regular is 87. So since I have an older car and my carburetor had got clogged up, I found a guy to unclog it for me, but he suggested that I run 89 for a while. But if regular went up to 424, I don't know how much 89 went up to, because I stopped doing that 89 once the gas prices went up. And the milk prices are even crazy too. And I don't think that you can get a loaf of bread, even if it's like the Giant Eagle brand or something like that. There, where we used to get loaves of bread from them for about $1. Same thing with the buns and stuff like that there. So for me, since I don't really eat bread, it really didn't matter. I might have been on a peanut butter and jelly kick or something like that there. So I went out and I bought some bread, and then it was like $1 or something. So I tried it again a little later on in 2021, and bread is like $3 something for a loaf of bread. I'm like, oh. So, and I don't mean the potato bread or any of the good bread. I mean just the regular white bread. So, if we don't say something, nothing is going to change for us. It's just going to get worse. Okay, so that's all I have. I'm doing about the typical speed, but I'm holding on to the steering wheel and I'm holding on to the phone because I started this back in the traffic jam, but now I'm moving pretty good and I haven't had time to put my phone back in the clip. So I don't want to do that. So if I keep talking, I may be at my destination soon. But again, if you're tired of celebrating holidays, because you don't do anything on them but spend money for stuff that people won't even have that long. I mean, I wouldn't mind spending money, but if I gave you 20 bucks, it would be a nice report if you still had 10 bucks left on Friday. I'd be like, okay, now that's a responsible person. Now, unless you got some money from me so you can buy a pack of cigarettes. Holy moly, those are expensive. But those actually went up before the truckers started doing their thing, which for me, I go to Atlanta a lot, and I didn't really see a trucker shortage. There were truckers everywhere on both sides of the highway. So I'm not really sure how all this is playing out, but if I think about it, and if I keep listening to the conspiracy theorists, I'm pretty sure whatever the matter is, it'll probably come out. So one thing I heard that Vladimir said that I thought was interesting, and I've been planning to bug out for a while now, but he said that our leaders are probably trying to tell us that it's going to get colder because gas is going so high, or there's a shortage and everything. So I just want to remind you about the bug out bag. One of the things you might want to get in your bug out bag is a heater. Sheesh. And a generator. I find it that the generators are reasonable if you get the ones that are used for mobile trailers, or you can actually carry it. It's handheld, and of course it's run by solar. So you're going to have to get some little propane things and one of those little grills so that you can cook if it gets that bad. I mean, I don't care how bad I want a project burger. I'm not giving you $5 for a loaf of bread. I'm just not doing it. I mean, fortunately for me, I've been off of bread for a while, but I feel bad for the ones who aren't off of it because they're getting ready to stick it to us. So, the millionaires in Russia got ghosted. All right, they're trying to move their yachts away from Russia and stuff like that there, so the people don't go down to the dock and handle that. Well, yeah, I think at some point, the same pressure is going to be applied to our billionaires. I mean, I don't know if you pay attention or not, but Jeff Bezos and all those kinds of people, they made 2 or 3 times their profit since the pandemic started. So I think it's time for us to ask them if they ever heard of the story about this one queen. I guess all her people were starving or something like that, and they asked her a question, and she said, let them eat cake. So I think she said that, like, just for the sake of this example, I think she said that on a Friday, and on Saturday the peasants had revolted and they cut off her head. So they got to the palace and everything. I guess at that point everybody was hungry. The soldiers, the civilians, everybody. So I would feel bad if that happened to our billionaires. Because hey, who knows? Tomorrow I might be a billionaire. I don't want to come into my first billion and the people are deciding to revolt, and since I'm a billionaire, they might just add me on the list. They might have to handwrite me in, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to be a problem. All right, so now I got to a place where I could pull over off the parkway and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. Love y'all. Sorry I haven't seen y'all for a while. Peace.